Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I was getting a little bit of what's it called? Reverb. Not anymore. Let's turn this down a bit. Oh, sorry for that. Sometimes upstairs moves a bunch of furniture and stuff. Jeez. Again, sorry about the... I'm gonna mute myself until the chair moving has chilled out. Hey Tabvek. First off, how are you? Have you ever thought of doing a Goblin tier list, probably from other ones than what you've done? Oh, I could do that. That'd be great. Oh man, that'd be really fun. We'll see if we can get a Goblin tier list set up tonight. That'd be really fun to do. People can kind of get an idea for what... Sleepy Mushroom says hello. Nice profile picture as well. I have a thing up that allows me to see people's profile pictures. Really like your... So I think this is the first time here. Welcome. Well, I don't know why it's not showing up as first time chatter, so maybe my thing's bugged. So do I make games? Yeah. Yeah, I make games. If you want, I can give you a little breakdown of some of the games that I've been working on. Let me turn down the music just a bit. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. Okay. Alright, so Monsters and Memories. We're gonna have a new website soon, so I'm actually a little hesitant to just showcase our current website. But I could tell you about it and show you some stuff from the website and all that junk. Just take a look, 1 second. Sorry, I was reading something else. So let me go on to, this is monstersandmemories.com. And there's a lot of art that I end up doing. I'm the concept artist, and I do some 3D work. I had dabbled in some animation before we got an animator. I do some texture work. I do a lot of 2D texture work as well as some 3D texture work. And I'm doing the web design for this, for the revamp. So this is the old website that we have here. And we have these different updates, and we try to update things once a month. We've skipped a month here, and it's not quite loading. But essentially, we're doing indie MMO. And here, let's just click on this last one, so we can see what sort of stuff we're working with. I think my internet's just being really, really slow, so that's my bad. But I can send you monstersandmemories.com so you can check it out. No, this is a indie MMO. So here's one of the updates that we post, and so that means I do a lot of the concept art for it. I can show you some of that, what that might look like. Let's see. So here's one example. Here's two examples. I didn't show this. I can probably show the race stuff, and then a handful of character illustrations and monster illustrations and stuff. Yeah. And I can show you some props, just so you sort of get an idea of what we tend to work with. So like this would be like a prop or whatever, a 2D prop that we'd put onto the wall. Like a sword that I did. Here's a rug that I did for Night Harbor, which is one of the main cities. Here's a concept of like a golem or something like a strange wall. Here's some some explorations of our kobolds. So like we had this rat kobold, and then this alligator one. They were like, okay, well let's try something more classic. Tried the dragon, tried the more dog-like one, and then we mixed the two, and we ended up coming up with this, which is a really, really strong concept. And here's the races, the race lineup that we have for Monsters of Memories. So wood elves, humans, high elves, deep elves, ogres, and then it's to cover all types of different players so that people feel represented. Dwarves, I'm drawing a dwarf right now, and this is what they look like in our game. Halflings, gnomes, deep gnomes, goblins, and trolls, and a mandrake that won't quite make it in as a player race, but probably as a mob that people can fight. And then I also do a lot of like illustration for it to get the kind of vibe that we want. So like this is like a fantasy sort of painting, cover painting to get people's intrigue going and all that. Classes, and then different. This is like a more concept heavy on gear. So we have what the gear would look like here, and then without the torso, but with the shirt, and because they're all layered, and so we need to have examples of all that. And then right now I'm doing some team portraits for our website. How long has this project been in the works? That's year 3? I think it's year 3. I came on, has it been 2 years now? Is the new website up and running? No, that's what this is for. Is I'm working on like some of the website stuff, which we'll be able to share soon enough, but yeah, not quite ready for consumption. But it's coming. Ideally, I want to get it up and running for this month's, so everybody can sort of enjoy it for this month. But yeah, that's what I do, at least. And we got a good team. Really good team of animators and other 3D artists to bring our stuff to life. And you can follow us on, if you look us up, Monsters and Memories on YouTube. Most of the team streams almost all of the development that they can. I think people stream twice a week. And there's 3 or 4 people that, or 4 people that stream twice a week, including myself. So that would be, Zukin, Paytas, Sean. They all stream. Sean is the main guy. He's a ex-EverQuest dev, and he and a couple guys, Ollie, Nick, decided that they wanted to make a indie MMO that, you know, is a little less, what's it called? We're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. So we're doing sort of a classic MMO with classic sensibilities. And that's where I come in, very classic race design and fantasy art and all that stuff. Not trying to reinvent the wheel, not trying to come up with something that's so original that, but we do want to have a little bit of our own character here and there where it makes sense. There has to be some innovation, of course, but for example, we want our dwarves to look really dwarf-like. We want our goblins to look really goblin-like. We don't want red dwarves or something, you know? Or like just something that feels a little off. And then I will say that's one of the projects that I'm working on, because the other project is here. You can take a look at this here. Where is it? So here's my other project. Currently looking to get into early access sooner than later. So we'll be working on that, and right now we're just refining some of the customization that's going to go into the game before we get into some level design again, and finish out and flesh out some of the AI that needs to be in the game and everything. So this is a horror game. Of course, it has goblins in it, and it's like a co-op like Resident, no, sort of like a Silent Hill co-op game, but with little goblins and you laughing at your friends as they die horrifically, that sort of thing. Notice that there wasn't a whole lot of really unique looking horror games that did what a sort of third-person co-op justice, which is a little unfortunate, but I mean, it allows us to sort of sweep in and be that. I can't think of a single online horror game that does third-person without being particularly jank, you know, as in jank as in trying to be like realistic, but being an indie developer and not being able to quite pull off a realistic look. So we didn't go for realism, we went for that old PSX sort of style. And that's Witherhome. That's the other project that I've spent a lot of time on. I think that game is 2 years into development. What is that? The deck abides? Is that the Big Lebowski reference? The dude abides. Hey, first. Just gotta get all this beard hair in. Jenny, I don't think so. There's nothing there that's there for you. There's nothing to bark at, man. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Dude, I made my dog run so much today. It was great. We do this little thing where I go over here. Hello, it's me. And I sit on a chair. And I have this thing, like this, you know those like cookie tins that are like this? Yeah, well I put like a little scoop of kibble in there, and that sits in between my legs, like that, so I could squish it in between my legs. There's a close-up of my thighs that you'll never really get. Alright, anyway, so I have this little tin foil, and then I throw the kibble, and my dog goes, "Wah!" Here's my dog. And he runs and gets it, and then he comes back, and I get him to either like hop up on my knee, or I put my hand down here and he touches it, or I have this little bell that he has to ring, or I get him to sit or whatever. But I made him run so much. Who is this? This is going to be Pat. He asked for a dwarf smoking a cigar. So, we have a dwarf smoking a cigar. When do you get your profile picture drawn? When do you join the team? I will straight up do commissions for profile pictures. I'm not above that. I still like money. I'm not fucking joking here. Actually, if you guys have seen, I actually did the profile picture. I did a commission for Fielder. Do you paint directly onto the screen like a Cintiq surface type thing, or is it more basic Wacom? I have had a Cintiq for like over 10 years now. It's a 22 HD. I spent like all my fucking money on it at the time. I shouldn't have, but I did. No, I didn't spend all my money, but it was a good chunk. I think it was like 2,500, something like that at the time. Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, there you go. Fielder right there. He's vouching for me. And here, I'll go through some of these right now. This, here. Let me see if I can quickly finish this one off. Part of me wants to have like his fingers like this, you know, like kind of. I might do that actually. Sort of takes away from how big his beard is, though. Hold on, before I invest too heavily into this. We'll do a version over here, and then we'll do the... We'll see. This is the last one anyway, so... Guess I could chill out on that. This would be something like that, I guess. Anyway, hold on. Is this better, or is this better, or is this better? I think his fingers are a little too stumpy on this. Regardless, I like this one even more. I think this one hits it pretty right. Right where it should. And we can do a little bit of shading on his beard. Like so. As it wraps around, get a little form in there, a little volume. Okay. God, I'm sorry again for upstairs. If you're hearing that, they're doing some furniture arrangement. Maybe for setting dinner, or for doing like some exercise or yoga. Hard to tell. And then we'll go like this, and we'll create a nice little bit of contrast. Perfect. Nice big stogie. Yesterday, did I not get the memo? Oh yeah, I got the memo. Here, 1 second. Let me quickly do one up for you, mister. Sorry if I hit the mic every once in a while. Second, what does my here 1 second. Let me just Dunny, buddy, come here. Come on. I know. Upstairs is there's another dog upstairs and alright. You got a little bit of seasoning on there too. Plate, some nice greens. There you go. You're on the team, right? Senior Angus. More greens on the side here. Sorry, it's fucking stupidest joke I've ever. Fucking made of my life. Just bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the fucking barrel jokes. Send me a PNG that? Maybe. I'll think about it. I'll keep it here. I'll keep it here, and depending on how I want to approach things, I'll send it to you. You know. Also, here's Brandon. Here's your guy. I figured you're such a fucking lore master. Like, when you described like the character that you wanted to me, there was such a meta-analysis of like you're like, okay, I really like this, and this is really cool, but also this person in real life was the exemplar of this. And I was like, oh my god, this guy, like, he knows lore, but then he knows meta lore, and he's like really. So I had your guy reading like a lore book in your illustration. Figured you might appreciate that. Thank you, coworker. That reminds me of what's that thing? God. This guy. Hello, fellow kids. Reminds me of that. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to get Zukin's, because I don't think Zukin's mentioned anything about his. So I might revisit his, because I feel like I could make this guy more scaly, you know? Oh, and I also have a touch-up for Sean's as well. He was interested in putting changing his heart claw thing to the waving robot hand that is so indicative of his chat. He has that waving robot arm to like welcome people in and everything. Isn't that so much more cooler already? You can't tell me that that's not like way better. Oh, first, yeah, I was here we go. So we have your night elf guy, or not night elf, your wood elf guy reading a lore book because of how meta you are. Yeah, because of how intensely you know like the lore of like even real life. And I just said this, but I don't think you were around, but I was saying like when you talked about like what you'd want, it was okay, here's this one thing about like an in-world thing that you like, or that you could see yourself as. But then there was like this real world connection slash meta of like the history of like who made said thing and what it was attached to. And so I was like, this guy's our lore book guy. Like, so and that's what you do for the content and everything. So I figured, yeah, let's give him a book. I hope that fulfills. Everybody keeps on saying thank you, like I don't have to do this. I want to do this because it's gonna look fucking cool and everything, and I've been quite enjoying it. But guys, chill out. No thanks needed. It's just how it is. It's what needs to get done. Needs to get done to be fucking cool. End of story. Alright, okay, well, where were we? We were doing Zukin's, little bit of a rework of Zukin's here. Let me try liquefy here. I think I want to liquefy this to be even more like that. Oh, that's great. I like that. Oh yeah, Zukin, I don't know if you were here. I was literally just talking about you. Maybe your ears were burning. I was saying I specifically, I was like, I don't, because I'm not sure I was even feeling it. But I was like, I think I could make this guy more badass than this. And so I started to add scales and shit because I wasn't quite sure that it was as badass as it should be, and as like lizardy as it should be. And I was worried that because you hadn't said much about your thing, so I was like, it's like, oh man, I'd really like to get people going, hell yeah, versus, you know. So, anyway. What do you think about a tongue sticking out? Now I like it. I was worried about the head shape when you first mentioned doing it, but you got it good. Oh, okay, good. Probably no tongue. I'm gonna see if I can get like a sick, like curvy tongue. You like the spit though? Yeah, the I don't think the curvy tongue. I think any which way the tongue will sort of look like a dog that's like, you know, has this tongue out like that. So I don't think the tongue's gonna work. And I really tried to get this, the grimace in, you know, the bleh over here. That's the sound effect that came into my mind. Please don't judge me. Anyway, so this one I think nails it a lot more than, because here's the comparison. This to this. This looks so much better already. Just like a little bit of a change and everything is fucking sick. Okay, anyway. Let's go over everything here. Let's get rid of Zukin, and we'll take Zukin copy and replace him, and now you never knew you were cloned. Did your soul make it over? I don't know. So Nick, Monty, Robert. Oh, this is something that I need to adjust with Roberts. So there's a clear cutoff that I don't like. I just need to make that. Yeah, okay, that's better. That's much better. Harrison. Oh, a loving robot. So, loving robot. Let's copy this over. I'll make a second one. And the copy, instead of the little heart shape that I drew, he wanted a little robot hand. Hello. This is him waving to everybody. Yeah, rivets and stuff. Because that's the one thing, is that this is the one that's not as fantasy, right? Robot, fantasy. They don't mix that well. I mean, you can do clockwork stuff, but wasn't as sure about that. So I think a little hand there might work. And then maybe let's do like a... what is it? What's it? And like this. Comes down, and then it goes here, and then it goes down, and then I can put in like darkness, and we'll see how this pans out. Maybe rivets is just the answer. Little rivets to show that it's like, oh, here, it's not still made of nuts and bolts. Oh, those little screws look like blush. I think this actually does a surprising surprising amount of like work for making it feel already like a little bit clockwork. No clock? No, doesn't work. Either which way. That's kind of fun. So here's the new one versus the old one. Yeah, I think that's good. And we'll add like little things here for like a screw. I think it's good enough. No, we don't want to have that hand injury something that defines him. It'd be super funny though. Can you imagine? He's like, what's going on with my hand? It's like, well, never let it down. Oh, I think this actually needs to be slightly this way, if I'm correct. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Yeah, he should have just told everybody he, like, I don't know, punched a wall while he was drunk or something, and everybody, okay. Well. But now, like, everything's open. What did happen to Sean's hand? Did it grow a new, like, did it grow sentience and he had to fight it to death? Maybe. Cannot rule it out. Alright. So, is there anything else that I want to touch up? Robert, Monty, Nick's good. Sukin's new one is fucking dope. Maybe I'll touch up just here. It's a little too bright. Gary, Keith, Ollie. I think Ollie's I wanted to touch up the mustache just a little bit. So it was more rounded. So it followed one big curve. And I think that should do it. Okay. Don't be the dicketh. Oh, that's one thing that I wanted to do for Simon's. Just simply touch that up. Because this, the H ended up kind of going into the finger a little bit too much and looks not as good. Arc staff has that good medium. John, me, Brandon, Pat. Go. Clockwork hand, clockwork orange. You guys ever had a clockwork orange? Okay, hold on. Is that it? Alright, I think that's it. Now here's a question. Oh, whatever I just did made that worse. Alright, okay. We need to pool resources here. Everybody get involved. Alright. Right now on the Discord. Here, I'm going to send this over to Pat. Alright, I'm gonna head over to the Discord. And I want to do this in our discussion. So I'm gonna make a Goblin tier list. And I'm going to click on it and I'm going to make it a thread. How do I make this a thread? Can I make this a thread? How do I do this? Do we have threads on here? Oh man. Mark on red, make copy clips. I need Nick. I just need some place to pool all the Goblin tier list stuff, because I want you guys to put all the goblins that you can find into one area so that I can take those images, plop them into a tier list like Photoshop file, and then do some dragging around and stuff like that. Let's see in a second. Tier list. Tier list. Make a tier list for anything. How do I make new tier list? Oh. Goblin tier list. Make your own template. Goblin tier list. Here. Let me pull you guys up. Where you at? Oh, I was thinking of doing a Goblin tier list. Name a category. What is this? Can I choose goblins? Fantasy. Football. Genshin Impact. The fuck? Do I have to choose this? Or indie games, League of Legends, Mario Kart, NASCAR, Plants vs. Zombies? They have everything, but... 1 second. This is dumb. Choose a file photo for this. Goblin tier list. Update a set of images for the tier list template. Jesus, this is a lot. Hold on. Okay, before I do anything, really, I'm just gonna quickly be right back. I need to go to the washroom, and then I'll be able to focus a little bit more. Okay, I am back. Art discussion. How did I want to do this? I wanted to create a thread, but I can't. So, if you guys just give me, like, well, I was gonna pool them so everybody can just paste their things into one place. It would be easy if you guys were on my own Discord, where you could just post all this stuff, but then it becomes even more difficult. Because then it's just like, 1 second. Yeah, I thought I could, but I can't. Oh, I wasn't gonna go in Slack. I was gonna go in Discord, because for everybody to like to start posting their favorite goblins and what goblins they want. But we don't have threads enabled on the Monsters and Memories Discord. That's all. Yeah. Okay. So what we can do, I guess, Angus steak, is let's just grab a, well, let me see if I can get a tier list Photoshop template. Blank list template. Here we go. View file. Copy image. File. New. Enter. Boom. Here it is. Let's get rid of that background. Unlock this now. And alright guys, let's start listing. How does one portray aged beef? I did it this way. Gave him old eyes and glasses. Anyway. Okay, everybody start listing off their favorite goblins, and I'll give it a good Google search. And then I'll start bringing them in. What this doesn't have is Goblin Slayer goblins. Okay. Image size, or no, we'll do canvas size. We'll go height. We want it to be an extra 400 pixels, let's say. And then we'll put this underneath. As to not blind everybody, we'll do gray. No, we'll do it. We're gonna be hiding in the forest. So it's gonna be like a green, like that. And I'll put the images here. Alright, here we go. Goblin Slayer goblins. Goblin Slayer goblins. Alright, and we will crop it to a square. Something like copy that, paste it, get rid of this, then we'll go something like that. Alright. EverQuest 1 Goblin. EQ1 Goblin. Images. So we have two here. Let's copy image. We have this guy. Which we'll get a square image of. Copy. Or let's do X. Paste. And then we'll do, I think there's this guy as well. Copy image. So there's this guy as well. He's also a goblin, so we will get him in here. And then we have EQ2 goblins. EQ2 goblins. What the fuck? Alright, Kunark Goblin. Kunark Goblin. Oh, yeah, okay. That's this guy. Oh, there's a better version, I'd say. A better image. Oh, this is a way better image. Let me copy this, bring it in so we can actually see him, and then I'll just go over. That's a way better image than the one before. So we'll go like that. And then we'll get rid of this. And we'll get rid of this. Alright. Let's go into WoW Goblin. Now, do we want the WoW Goblins to be represented by the in-game art or the out-game art? So, for example, here's the WoW Goblin in-game art, and then out-game art, you get some things that look like this. How are we judging this? In-game, out-game, best version of either which. So if it's out-game, that's better. Or because there's going to be some goblins that are not in games that I want to put on this list. In-game is only fair. Okay. Let's see. No, that's not. Where is it? WoW Goblin in game. Here we go. There's these two goblins wearing the Goblin heritage armor. So we'll put. Did I not? Hello? Copy image, paste. Alright, and because these two are going to be, I know me, and they're going to be judged differently because they are, I consider them two completely different designs. Oops. Okay, now I am gonna do WoW Vanilla Goblin. Which are these two? How can I get these images? This image is not working. I'll just do this. I almost don't want to include, because this one is such a low tier, the female. I probably won't even. I'll do those same. Now we're gonna get into some Warhammer goblins. And let's see. Because, yeah, this one will be good. Copy image. Jesus. And we'll go like like this just to get X. For the sake of clarity, this image needs to be. Oh, there we go. Alright, so there's the Warhammer Goblin, then there's the Warhammer Goblin figures, which are different. Let's see if I can get a close-up of the Warhammer Goblin figure, because there are some really intense ones. Like you could get into like here we go. You could get into some serious like, well, which Warhammer Goblins are the best Warhammer Goblin figures, like into specific figures and stuff like that. But this one has always been like, holy shit for me. I love this one. Spoiler alert. Grots count. Let's see. Warhammer 40k Grot. Of course they have to count. Let's see. The Grots that I know was in recently I played this Warhammer yeah, let's do these guys. Throw them in like that. Alright, okay, give me some more gobs. Sticks. No, we can't do that. I'm leaving any goblin I had an affiliation with out. There's sticks. Okay. Oh yeah, Elder Scrolls Goblin. The Oblivion Goblin. Oblivion Goblin. They're so fucking cool. Oh man, this is gonna be the Final Fantasy goblins, Final Fantasy goblins. There's a couple of those that are insane good. So, let's see, it's copy image. Let's paste this guy. So there's one. He's kind of cool. Let's see, copy image. Here's two. Fucking sick. Image. Here's three. And then, of course, this is a really, really strong goblin. Might need to extend the page here. Image, canvas size, we're gonna do height another 600, and we're gonna go over here. And we'll go here. And then there's a couple more, but I think Final Fantasy IV goblins are probably one of the last really strong. I really like them. So that's this guy. And then we have what other are there? What else is there? Dragon's Dogma goblins. Wonderland goblins. Thank you. I saw that before. But I didn't. I missed it. I saw it, but I missed it. Let's copy. So when you say Wonderland, is it just Wonderland, or is it like Wonderland Online, or what is it? Or is it Tiny Tina's Wonderland or whatever? Wonderland goblins. Darker and Darker goblins, I've not. Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Oh, I also need to get the D&D goblins. So many goblins! Alright, let's go D&D goblins. And then I need to do the Darker and Darker. Lord of the Rings goblins, true. Copy, paste. Let's get these guys here. Copy, paste. And we'll go down like this. And then we'll get the Pathfinder goblins. And then we will get the Magic the Gathering goblins, because they have there's some really strong goblins in Magic the Gathering. I'll try and be, because there's so many of them, because there's just it's so eclectic, but there are some that are definitely worth mentioning, and I think there is some sort of canon into how they're portrayed. There's like this old one. It's a strong gob. And then there's these new ones. I'm looking for... There's like this specific one where he's like looking down and it looks really cool. But I don't know where. I think it was done by Carl Kapinski. I might be wrong. Carl? Yeah, here it is. Really, really strong goblin. Look at this. Fucking beautiful. Okay. Krenko. Okay, I'll look for Krenko. Oh yeah, he's kind of cool. I need to start making my squares here more condense, or else I'm gonna keep running out of space real quick. Alright, we're heading into, oh yeah, Lord of the Rings goblins. So, Lord of the Rings goblins, which are orcs. Where the hell is it? We'll do the Mines of Moria. Where is it? There's that one that has like in... Pathfinder, I think, is right here. You find a good... Wonderland. Let's see. How about if I go here? Lord of the Rings goblins. Here we go. First one. This is what I was looking for. And then they have okay, here's a question, chat. You're gonna have to be the ones to sort of tell, right? There's certain because they're so eclectic. They are so eclectic. Are we judging them as like a single, or are we judging them as multiple? But is there also a distinction? Is there more orcs and goblins? And then is there Moria goblins? Because I think they're different. And then there's also the Misty Mountain goblins that were done from Peter Jackson's. So that's like these, The Hobbit. Right, where we get like these. I think all these deserve separate iterations, even though they're all in the same like universe, because I think they're all like different design wise. Oh yeah, and then technically, is the Rings of Power a goblin? There's the Rings of Power goblin. And then, what else is there? Now that we're out of Lord of the Rings, I missed something, I think. Dark and Darker goblins? Dark and Darker goblins? I don't see them. I don't know enough. I can't find a picture of them. Bokoblins, yeah. Bokoblins. Good boy. There we go. Alright. Alright, okay, what else is there? I know I'm missing something. I think, was it Black Desert Online has some pretty cool goblins, if I remember. Just kidding. They've... Well, that's disappointing. Harry Potter goblins. You can already sort of tell where I'm gonna put them. Harry Potter goblins. So there's the movie. And then there's the game, the most recent game. Same universe. I'll keep them in the same category, I think. What do you guys think? Does the game and movies deserve a different... Here's the difference. So like, here's the game, here's the movie. Side by side. Do they count as different? Should they be the same? Do they matter? What do you guys think? Variety is the spice of life. Pathfinder, Kingmaker goblins. Pathfinder, Kingmaker goblins. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have a better... Here, 1 second. This is a much better little piece of art than this guy. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Definitely keep both of them. Okay, and let's see, Labyrinth goblins, true. There's so many fucking goblins. Alright, he's... Of course, I need to make even more space. Image rotate, or no, canvas size. Up here, another 1,000, just to fucking... I don't expect to use all this 1,000 space, but just in case I get a little... Alright, I think is that enough goblins? Green goblin? I'll put him in the list. But I'm gonna put this one in the list. I'll put this one, and I'll put this one. I'll put both of these in. Alright, Troll 2 goblins? Troll 2 goblins? Oh, right. Not the... They're eating her! And then they're going to eat me! Oh my god! Wasn't there that one sci-fi movie? Starts with a P. Space Goblin movie. What's that? Starts with a P. Sort of like fuck, I forget it. The cover of it had like a hand with a bunch of like stuff coming out of it and junk. Oh, troll toys? No, those are trolls. Those are not goblins. Oh, oh yeah, and then Fable Legends goblins were quite good. From what I remember. They're called red caps. Not hobs. Hobs are different from goblins. Oops. And it sort of looked like this. And we'll zoom in and it won't look so fucking devilishly awful. Devilishly? It won't look awful. Penumbra? I was about to say Penumbra, but I don't think I don't think that's it. Penumbra movie. No. That's not it. Sci-fi movie and cover. I can't remember. Anyway, it's not that important. Is there any other goblins that we know of? What about the... Apparently there's a thing called Overlord, an anime called Overlord that has goblins. They look fine, I guess. I don't know enough about them, though. So I'm not going to put them in. Oh, right. Can't forget the Paul Bonner goblins. And then we cannot forget Batbug News. Batbug News. What? Sorry. Bug Bat News. And also there's really good goblin artist I really like on Twitter that has some amazing, just amazing goblins. I just need to find them. Maybe it's in my likes. Rossi draws goblins. Alright, okay, we're gonna wrap this up soon, and then we're gonna start to Baldur's Gate goblins. We're gonna wrap this up soon. Sent you one on Discord. Okay. Baldur's Gate Goblins, and let's check out Discord. Oh, those are going to be tied in with Lord of the Rings Goblins. I'm going to try and judge them all, like, because they're like an eclectic type. But I think there's still 3 distinct groups: Moria Goblins, Mordor Goblins, and then what's it called? Mordor Goblins, and then the Hobbit Goblins, which are completely different. Is there any other Goblin artist that I really love? No, I think that's it. I think I've covered it all. Alright, we can actually start covering the Goblins. Alright, we're going to start with... Let's hide this for a bit. Oh, Goblin Stone? Yeah, I remember that. Goblin Stone game. Alright, so this is not a defuncto pure, this is what is the best Goblin ever, objectively, but it's pretty close to it. It's pretty close to exactly that. I think, was it, Valheim had Goblins. Oh, Orcs Must Die Goblins, yep, fuck. Oh, RuneScape Goblins. Yeah, I forget RuneScape Goblins. Those are fucking classic. RuneScape Goblins. And then I'll get to the Orcs Must Die Goblins. Copy image. Jesus. Gonna have to cut you down. Actually, maybe I'll just... The only one that gets like a tall profile, and then Orcs Must Die Goblins. Orcs Must Die Goblins. Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah. They're like these little guys. I remember they're like little fat, chubby. Okay, is that it? Am I allowed to start actually placing them now? Is that all the goblins that we can muster? There's so many goblins. Every game has a fucking goblin. Which is good. More goblins, the better. Okay, hold on. There. Warhammer Online. I will say, I think the Warhammer Online goblins, like their models, are fucking insane. So we're gonna do a quick an example of what they look like from the old classic art, because that is definitely worth having its own. Oh, I guess I had the other. No, I already have it. I already have this. But then there's this cinematic that was just fucking insane for the Warhammer universe that had like The evilest fucking little goblin. Oh, goblins from the 1997? I don't know if I'd be able to find that, the Warhammer cinematic goblin. So I'm gonna... They're really good, but maybe we'll scratch it. Oh, we'll do this, though. Which is the Warhammer Online, the in-game goblin. And then 1997 Hobbit. 1997 Hobbit goblins. That's the ones that are like, if there's a whip, there's a way. Not 97. Oh yeah, sorry, 77. It auto-corrected me anyway, but yeah. You betcha. That's copy image. These guys. Oh god. I think I'm all ready. I don't... Is there any more? Goblins. D&D. Oh! Fucking Clash of Clans. The Clash of Clans goblin. So fucking stupid. Let's see. I think that's... I've been saying I think that's it for like the last forever. Wait, what the ghosts and goblins look like? Ghosts and goblins, goblin. Ghosts and goblins? Ghouls and goblins? Do they even have goblins? I don't see one. I see a bunch of different monsters, but I don't really see... maybe... Oh, hold on. Maple Story goblins. And then we're gonna go, there was Maple Story. I had like a thought that drew me to like a, now I forget what it was. It wasn't just Maple Story, it was, shit. Now I forget. Yeah, we got those. The 1986 Labyrinth movie. We got two different versions of them actually. The unarmored and armored versions of them. Oh, right. Dragon's Crown Goblin. Almost forgot about the Dragon's Crown Goblin. And then, that got me thinking... No, I think that's... I think we should start. I think we should start. to be completely honest. This is gonna take a while to sort out anyway. If you think of more goblins, then maybe we can look at more goblins. Oh, Necro Goblicon. Necro Goblicon. I remember this guy. Yeah, Drawin Goblicon. And then Dutch. Warhammer, yeah. Alright, if you guys think of any more, we can add them, but I'm gonna start. Okay, now I need to start closing all my tabs. Alright, so we have lots of goblins to start here. Oh, you know what I could do, actually? What might be even better to do is, now that I have all these in a thing, let me go select all these. And I'm going to export as I'm going to go PNG one side, yeah, and I'm gonna export this to a new thing. We're gonna go over to 2023. We're gonna do new folder, Goblin tier list. We're gonna put it into this, and now we're going to open up. Oops. We're gonna open up a Goblin tier list. Let's see, Goblin tier list. Oh, sorry. Maybe I'll just do. Oh, this is fucking way lame. No. Tier list maker. And then we'll create a template. Make your own template. Goblin. Best goblins ever. Select the photo for the goblins. I guess we'll use let's see. Maybe we'll use the okay. Browse. Alright. Image rotation, square. S, A, C, D. we want S, A, B, T, or B, C, D, E for just the worst. Alright. Now how do I... Oh, you motherfucker. I have to log in? Okay. Sorry you guys are just seeing like a... It's just my Photoshop's really messy. And it takes a really long time. Template. Goblins. Select category. Goblins. Select template or photo or cover. We'll do... No, I don't want to choose one that will give it all away. And then we'll do browse, boom, select, and show X rows, row E, and submit. All right, here we go. We are finally on track. All right. Maybe we should start with the garbage ones first. Or what do you guys think? Where should I start? Or should I just go right from this guy right here and just make my way across? All right. Let's just go one by one then. Okay, we're gonna start with the classic old Warhammer Goblin, right? So this is this guy. This is like this guy, in my opinion, and all these goblins they're so monstrous. They have such big hands. They have like the greenest fucking skin, evilest green eyes. You know, they're goblins that are like, they take, I think the lore, like, hold on, they're made from mushrooms. They're like spores, essentially. And if I'm not correct, it's like violence, and maybe this is the greenskins, but violence is like sex to them. It's like that's how much they love it. You can't, these are like the pinnacle war goblins. I'm putting them in S tier. Right away, they're in S tier. I don't know how I'm gonna order them basically like how much I like them in S tier, but they're S tier for sure. This goblin, I don't know much about. I like his proportions. He's not, he's a little lanky for me, but I can appreciate a lanky goblin. He's not bad. Let's take a look at how he screams. So, where do you find, let's see, Kunark goblins? Is there an example of where I can find someone killing Kunark goblins?
Click back on this one. get rid of this guy.
Oh, I like the sound effect.
Don't want to use any more mana. I'm down to 44 mana. I've been using some
It's kind of like
spell
squealing a bit.
casts to kind of hurry things up.
I like his
I'm in no
tongue.
hurry. As long as there aren't any others popping, we're good. Save your mana.
I like how low they are to the ground.
Even root, he'll start running at 20, but you know, you can chase him. He's not gonna run that fast, and you'll get, see, there he goes. Just chase after him. You'll get him. Now, if I was a monk, this thing would have been dead like a minute ago. Would have been dead in the first 10 seconds. Unfortunately, druids do not have that kind of attack power, so I have to play chase me. Chase me. Oh, I've got another green goblin skin.
Okay. I like him. I'm putting him in B tier. He's not bad. He is, like, not bad. We'll put it that. Alright. Let's see. Where's the... Yeah, I like him. He's not bad. Let's see. WoW goblins. Let's go male and female. WoW goblins, male and female. D for the male. I do not like them. I don't like a tinker goblin, and I think they have a problem, in my opinion, with, like, you're always going to, like, be... If you put the emphasis on a goblin, somehow he ends up in a mech or something to be, like, hero or whatever, and that fucking sucks. Yeah, not evil enough. Sure, he's greedy, that's fine, but they're just whatever. Female goblins on this side, I'll put them in front of, like, if... I'll put him in front of the male goblin. You'll start to see the difference as I put more into D. But not a big fan of either. There's a part of me that wants to put the female goblin at the bottom of C tier, just because they made them actually, like, their animations are good. Their animations are actually pretty good. I got over the hump of, like, hating them. Their hairstyles are quite fun. I don't like male goblins in WoW because they have hair. I will say, these goblins, the original WoW goblins, they go in front of this. I love how fucking jank they are. And if you listen to the voices on these guys, it goes from, like, they got that, like, that accent, that Boston accent or whatever. When you go for when you go for the original goblins, they're just squeaky. Booty Bay ones were really cool. It seems you like goblins that are rotten to the core rather than ones that are sort of constantly getting into trouble because they are dumb and can't help themselves. Well, we'll see. Because right now, these ones, I mean, they're really strong. But there are some other goblins that are pretty good. All right, okay. Warhammer Goblin, of course, he goes up here. I almost want to put him, like, in front because I love the way that, like, the small proportions of these guys, like, or the big proportions, like, get emphasized with the small figures. I think Warhammer figures are a fantastic. They're like the pinnacle of Warhammer goblins. Them being a model in model form is just the best. It even beats a painting. Brats. I don't like sci-fi. I don't like sci-fi that much. I'm putting him at C. Not a big fan. Same sort of thing, but I'm not a big fan of sci-fi. I don't think goblins really act and in as far as I understand in 40k, they are so less, like, powerful in every single way. They're kind of garbage. Sticks. I enjoyed the game. I found him in Six Shards of Darkness to be fucking annoying as hell when I died. But he does have a quite nice goblin personality. I wasn't so happy about the storyline being so sympathetic to him, but you know, you sort of get away with it. I'm gonna go with B on this guy. I'm actually gonna put him in front of the Kunark Goblin. He had a good personality for a goblin, addicted to this amber, and he had a sympathetic storyline as well, and he had a good sneaky or his animations and his gear and everything really sick. Great game to play. He can be a little annoying though. That's why it gets to be. Oblivion goblins. Oblivion goblins. Where do I want to put this? This guy goes in A. He'll probably be bottom of A. But there's something so fucking dumb about them. And like ugly. And like they got that belly pouch. And they also have those shaman goblins, which were fucking cool as hell. And the warrior goblins look really good in Oblivion. When they say goblin, you're like, okay, you come across like that's a goblin. There's no doubt about it. There's no. They did a really good job with these guys. This Final Fantasy Goblin, I have to say, better than most of the WoW Goblins. I'm not a big fan, but art-wise, they are fucking tight. I like them. But not enough in comparison to a lot of these other guys. This guy goes hard. Oh, I don't know. The little snout is something that you'll notice in a lot of Final Fantasy goblins. I don't know. This guy's really good. This guy, I think aesthetically, is better than the Oblivion goblins. I think this guy goes down here. Oh, this guy goes in front of there. He is like too furry. He has the red cap, but he's a little too fun and furry and not quite goblin-ish enough. Now you get to some of the best Final Fantasy goblins that possibly can be. This goblin is S tier. I love these Final Fantasy goblins. They're like these travelers, but like somewhat outcasts. They're not like necessarily evil. This guy's S tier. I love his design. Fantastic hunch. We haven't talked about the hunch yet, but he's got a hunch. Absolutely fucking phenomenal. And he has like he's one of those goblins that don't have like natural feet or whatever, so he's like more animalistic. Great. This Final Fantasy goblin is one of the first goblins I've ever seen and played against, and they hit the fantasy so good. The silhouette on them, the sword coming down, the green hood. Sure, they're yellow, but oh my god, they're fantastic, especially when you get a CRT filter on this. You know, or not a filter, but when you see them on CRT, they're hype. They're really good. Dragon's Dogma goblins. God, where do I put them? Dragon's Dogma goblins also have that animalistic foot. They're very tribe mentality, which I like. They have all the attributes of a good goblin, except for that they're not green. they have spikes on them on their skin and shit too. Really cool. I really like the aesthetic of them. Goblin or Dragon's Dogma goblins are coming back for Dragon's Dogma 2. These guys, they're A tier. I am so close in between, like, do I put them here or here? There's a hobgoblin included in these guys as well. So they always have a hobgoblin tribe leader in the combat. So you have to kill them, or else they'll buff and or bring a bunch of other people, other goblins into, and which just is so fucking annoying. But they're good, and they have like these like amazing, like they do like drop kicks or like tackles and stuff. They're brutal. They can be really mean. Tiny Tina's goblins, which I think is a take on the goblins that you see from Pathfinder, because it is a dungeon. I don't know if it's tied directly to Dungeons and Dragons, or if it was a crossover, or what. I'm not a fan. They're okay. They're super green. I don't like the beard on them. That's weird. Beard's weird. When your fans become your haters. I do like the big nose. I do like the big yellow teeth. Very saturated. I don't like the beard and the weird stuff going on with his They don't all have beards. Oh, let me see. Wonderland goblins. Now you have to make me look this up. Oh, there's also goblins of Elderstone I could add. Anyway. Tiny Tina. Oh, I see. Oh, those aren't too bad. One second. Maybe I'll be convinced. Tiny Tina goblins. Let's take a quick look. Oh my god. Okay, they're fucking dumb. Oh my god, those are so dumb. I love it. Okay. You know what? They go up here. They're... No, I think... No, I can't put them... I'll put them here. Let's rearrange some of this. I think I like that better. Yeah. For what they are, they're good. Yeah, I'll put them in C. They are above other things in C. Yeah, those aren't too bad. They're little round blobs of fucking meat. Oh, we forgot Vanguard goblins. Hold on. What are Vanguard goblins? I'll tell you right now. MMO. Let's see. Google. This Google has better fucking... Is this what I think it is? Hold on. Can I add? Oh, that is so much better. Sorry. Can I add things in? Okay, maybe not. Those are E tier. Vanguard goblins are actual E tier. Are you kidding me? That's a teenage orc. All right, hold on. They could be C tier. You made this wiki page? Yeah, that's true. That's true, you did say that. Okay. In the defense of these goblins, I have also drawn tall goblins with lore that they're magical goblins, specific sorcerer-related goblins. And I do like that they have black hair. That is some... First off, that's fucking wild, Zukin. There's like... small world. But also... Alright, let's see. Sinister and Devious the Goblins of Kojan Archipelago are practitioners of magic without equal. Oh, they're magic goblins! Okay. That redeems them. That's what I was saying. That was my sort of link to having them actually be some sort of tall. They have black hair. The male goblins don't have much. They definitely should be shorter, though. This male goblin should be shorter. It looks like an orc. Like a Elder Scrolls orc. No, this... If I were to put them somewhere, I would probably put them in D tier. Hey, Baloo. We're just doing a goblin tier list. Can I add like things into it? Okay. Fucking Dungeons and Dragons goblins. E. They got the black hair. Sure. But that being said, I hate them. I hate the look of them so much. The samurai black hair thing going on with them and the orange skin, I'm like, this isn't even a goblin at this point. Not compared to your S tier goblins. This goblin sucks so much. First, male goblins shouldn't even have hair. But they do. Okay, they have black hair. That's the only redeeming quality. But it just draws way too many parallels with... And I know there are different goblins and everything, but this is the main goblin that people see in the dungeon, in the monster manual. You know, and it sucks. They suck. They're just bad. They are mean looking, but I hate them so much. They're way worse than goblins from WoW, and that's saying something. Magic the Gathering Goblin time. So we have 3 different Magic the Gathering goblins. A tier, Karl Kapinski. Absolutely fantastic. Both of those, actually. I don't like this painting nearly as much. Honestly, these 3 right here, I like this guy as well. All these 3 get tied pretty much. This one is a little bit worse. In fact, I think I'd put Styx above him. I don't like him as much. He's kind of cool, but his face shape is a little off, and I do like that his pigment is, like, he has red blood. Right, that underneath it all you can see the flushness like go through like around his lips and nose. That's cool, but you also get that in some of these places here. I think that's good. I'm actually going to put him below this guy. I'm actually going to put him below... Yeah, I'm going to put him here. I don't like this guy nearly as much. These two are fucking fantastic. I don't know what it is about this guy. I just keep on dropping him the more I look at him. Be ugly in the way that I don't like ugly. Is essentially it. Mine's Moria Goblins. A tier. Fantastic. They're the more humanoid, they're the more realistic, but that's what they had to do for the film. Absolutely fantastic. Same thing. Sorry, Dooney. Hey, we're doing a Goblin tier list. What are you doing? Just land. Yeah. Okay. Mine's Moria Goblin's fantastic. Mind you. Okay, so those are, from what I understand, I'll put a maggot hole in your belly. That's Saruman's goblins, orcs, goblins. So I'm gonna bunch Saruman's and Mordor's orcs and goblins into one. Because I think they're both eclectic. They're fantastic. I'm gonna put them right up here with the Mines of Moria ones. I think because they're more generic and they're sort of like fitting and filling it out, right? I think they actually deserve a spot above the Mines of Moria goblins. I'm gonna put this goblin above that though. Yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah. And then the Hobbit goblins. These are the orcs and goblins of Lord of the Rings really quickly. They're so fantastic, especially some of the makeup and the acting and the like where they're like, I want some dates. They did such a good job. This guy, I think all the cool goblins, by the way, get fucking like fucking decapitated or killed or something. Like, the goblin at the end that fucking drop kicks what's it called? I think he gets drop kicked, or no, he drop kicks the other guy, right? He was so fucking cool. Like down the ladder or whatever. Because there was the bigger goblin that was like, her, and then this guy was like more like shitty, and more like he kind of looked a little bit more athletic. They had those like thick wraps around the boots and everything to really make them like oh god, they did such great shape design, such great actors going into it. All the cool ones like ended up getting fucking killed. I think this guy ends up getting an arrow through his head. It might not be this guy exactly, but all the cool ones get fucking absolutely obliterated. Great movies, absolutely amazing goblins / orcs. All right, now on to the Hobbit. CGI as fuck. Mutants. They are essentially, to me, they just look like mutants. Not as sold with these guys. They're like baby men. They're meat packs of baby men. I don't like them. They're better than the D&D goblins because of how much they hoard. They're like, because there's a lot of them, and you make that run, while ridiculous, it was like, holy shit, you're being overrun. these are really cool. Sorry, not these are really cool. That was really cool. The whole like horde mentality thing. Rings of Power goblins, orcs and goblins. Rings of Power, orcs or goblins. I like their design. I do. I think the Rings of Power sucks. I hate it. I hate it so much. But at the same time, you can tell that the artist team that worked on it had and was given the budget to really like sing, to just do their fucking best. I like them. I think they're pretty good. I think they're at least B tier. Poxnora Goblin? I don't know where what a Poxnora Goblin is. Poxnora Goblin. E tier on the right. Oh, I've never seen these. E tier on the right, this guy? No, these are the D&D. These are D&D goblins. Oh, I fucking missed dragons something goblin. Fuck, what game is it? It's an MMO. Dragons something. MMO. It's like it's a Eastern MMO. Dragon's Nest MMO. Yeah, Dragon's Nest. Dragon's Nest goblins are really good. Actually, I really like Dragon's Nest goblins. So here's Dragon's Nest goblins, by the way. They're fantastic. They're pretty winners. I will eventually upload like a version of this. Like I'll do another version of this that includes some of the ones that we missed. Okay, so where was I? I put these guys here. Okay, yeah. Goblins. I like them. I'm sort of indifferent to them. I think they're better than these Final Fantasy goblins. They have a very unique like look to them. They're like pig goblins or whatever. Kind of cool. Black Desert Online goblins, they're like fucking Dobby. Get out of here. I don't like that. Weak ass energy. Let's see. Harry Potter goblins. The movies. For what they are, A tier. They're fucking sick. I love their shittiness. And the fact that they like whittled themselves into like, controlling all the gold through like vaults and shit like that, that's fantastic. Love it. Love these guys. I think I haven't beat Hogwarts, so it's hard for me to tell how these handled, but I tended to like them as well. Though, there is something to be said about makeup in here and how these guys were. Their proportions and everything felt pretty good. They're not green though. I'm gonna put them kind of down here. There's something about the realistic makeup and the way that they were portrayed in the books, that gave them like a sense of authority instead of just being like, that was nice. It was like physically not very strong, authority wise, like it's like very, very imposing. For a goblin, that's like peak Pathfinder slash, was it Kingslayer goblins, or I think they're right about here. Really wide mouth, lots of teeth, really cool take. Not insanely. Actually, I'll put them above the Karl Kopinski one. Not insanely in love with them. I do like their evil eyes though. Actually, I might even put them up here, because they can be done really cool. B tier, better than the Harry Potter Goblin take, better than the Lord of the Rings Rings of Power take. Yeah, that's about right. All right, so now we have the Goblin puppets from Labyrinth, and there's two takes on these. One when they're armored, and one when you get to see their face. When you get to see their face, I'm sorry, they're like C tier. They're badass, they're cool, but they're a little too silly for me. But armored, holy shit, they're up here, because they're just so ratty, and they're like, they have scraps of shit in the metal. Like, they inform a lot of the way that I personally do armor for goblins. Really badass. I love it when they are fully set in armor and shit. Green Goblin. Not a big fan of non-fantasy goblins, gotta say. But I still like him more than I like the WoW goblins and the Boston accent and shit that they applied. Barely a Goblin. Barely a Goblin. Spider-Man Goblin in the movie. Barely a fucking Goblin. But I still like him for whatever reason. Mostly because the actor. Willem Dafoe killed it. In comparison to fucking D&D goblins. Get the fuck out of here, D&D goblins. I'm something of a goblin myself. Well, I don't have another list, that goes below. I thought E would be enough. Let's go. Okay, so Goblin Slayer goblins, they're pretty good. I'd say they're better than Pathfinder goblins. I don't like how varied, like how you get like orcs in here, and somehow that orc is like considered a goblin. I don't like that, but I love how tribal they are. They push the limits actually on some of the ways that they are a little bit fodder. I haven't seen Goblin Slayer, but I've heard about it, and I've seen some clips and everything, and the way that I see them is, okay, they're actually pretty dangerous. They're pretty cool, but they're nowhere near your some of your other tiered goblins. Troll 2 goblins. Fucking what? Hair? Shit like that? Get out of here. Still better than fucking these guys. Fable Legends Goblins, the red caps, where they nailed the red cap into their head and their hoods are stained with their own blood. These guys looked pretty cool. I'm gonna pop them. I'm gonna pop them above this guy here. They're pretty cool goblins. They're a little bit too tall for my liking. Paul Bonner Goblin. Fucking peak. They're not even green and somehow they end up being peak. I think just because they're not green, I'm going to be putting them in between here. And there's actually some crossover here. Paul Bonner, I believe, worked with Warhammer and did some Goblin drawings. I don't think he did Goblin paintings. I'd have to double check on that. But absolutely top tier. Fantastic. Hardest, was some of the hardest goblins to beat. Alright, now I'm gonna give you guys some context on this next one. Bonner S tier. Boner S tier, yeah. Let's see. Bug, bad news. I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of a taste of bug bad news. I absolutely love this guy. He's just been posting a bunch of like goblin-ish pictures, but let's just scroll back and see some of his classics. Where is it? Bugbad here at the opening round of Snail Checkers, delicious game of big minds and clever thinking. Only the smartest, sneakiest gob can take the prize, so trickery is encouraged. Here's Schlarp Skull Sniff, representing blue team. Him using a classic decoy in audience play. Go Schlarp! Fucking just some of the best. No squishing. It far too cute. It gave a big old smooch. A frog quality. Frog bottom here. Hey guys, check it out. It's a frog on a log. You can't beat this. Back in our cave from Trib. Time to start reporting on quality goblin happenings. Met Snifflewog, who found a really weird bomb near a human town. It ticks sometimes, but he's not quite sure how to make it go boom. He even tried setting fire to one of the metal wicks. Any ideas? like it's so dumb. Oh god, I love it. Poor little Overlord got promoted too many times. He weighed him over his head. Minions keep bringing news about armies he don't know about and a rival wizard with, well, funny names. It's tough at the top. like I can't even. What is this?
You meet us.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Let's move on. Maybe I can search by media. Oh, sorry for giving you guys fucking epilepsy. Bugbad here with Schlarp, winner of the big juggling competition. He impressed judges by catching 3 knives at once, one with him's head. He gotta go to doctor's place. He'd probably be fine, especially because he win year's supply of wasp honey. His fucking eye is just off to the side, and he's so stupid. Oh god. There was one oh yeah, he started doing some of these, which are great as well, because it's like, here's the pixel art, which is just trashy. I love it. But drawing on like lined paper is also so good. Big scheming. Let's see. I think there was this one that I fucking love so much. It should be easy to find. It was about a doctor. Oh hey. That was Carl. Carl's one of the greatest goblins ever. Klasky, Frogbottom, Bugbat News. Hey, there's me. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? I need to find it. The one last one at least. It was something about a doctor. He did so many of these. There needs to be like a place somewhere where they're all posted. I need to find. Anyway, point is that this goblin is Bugbat News is like top tier. Just because of all the do not feed. What the fuck? Inside the Spider Hotel is really nice. We well glad we brought our trunks since gift shop only got so many legs for one sale. Jesus. Only got many legged ones for sale. Not see a lot of guests yet. Maybe that's where they all are. Gonna get settled in and hit the big buffet. The bug buffet. Okay. So, absolutely peak. I am putting Bugbat S tier. Rasa does amazing goblins. I really like their goblins. Maybe a little bit too cute for me. Not enough violence. Very naturey, very passive, very enjoying like the simplicities of life, which I really like. I do really like that. All these other goblins are just so good. I'm gonna put it right here. There's something wholesome about them. Let's see. Baldur's Gate 3 goblins. I haven't seen much of them, so this is going to be a little bit of an unfortunate take. I don't know how they act. I don't know how they... Maybe this could be like a... Here, I will say, on the look of them alone, they're leaning to the less monstrous side. So I am not as happy with them. Order of the Stick Goblins. Order of the Stick Goblins. Oh, they need to be fuckable? Oh. I see. Just based off of their look, I'm gonna put them... They go right above the WoW female goblin. No, I've never heard of Order of the Stick. I may have come across Order of the Stick, but never really. These guys, they're cute. I think they're more goblin-y than these guys. I kind of don't like how big and round and dumb their nose look, but it's because I like mine a little bit more violent. I'm gonna put them under. I'm gonna put them above Grots. Valheim goblins. They're good goblins. They're just classic goblins. I'm gonna put them. I think I actually like them more than WoW goblins. It's a classic webcomic. Oh, I'll have to check it out. RuneScape goblins. Oh, these guys are good. RuneScape goblins are classic. RuneScape goblins, they get right up there. They do what, like they're good goblins. It's like I'm trying to balance, like, because they didn't take much effort in comparison to all this and the acting and professional, but damn, do they fit the role, you know? Going and they go or whatever. Fuck, so good. I'm thinking I'll put them right in the middle. I think they're better than the Mines of Moria goblins. Not so much the yes, they split the pack. These guys just as dumb as these guys, but I think a little bit worse. They're cannon fodder. I didn't really even think. I thought them as like teenage orcs. They're not really as goblin as I'm talking myself out of it. They're D tier. They're worse than WoW male goblins. EQ goblin. How do I want to put this? I like their lanky. I'm not a big lanky fan. I do kind of like their pot belly. I think them being a little bit more squished. I don't have as much nostalgia for them. I think I will put them, well, definitely below the Karl Kopinski goblin. I think I like them just less. They're in B tier. I like them more than do I like them more than Pathfinder? I'm sorry, I'm just comparing them now. Yeah, this guy doesn't feel like he needs to be here. The more I think about it, the more I go, no, this guy should be down here. There's something about this difference. Yeah. Yeah, that's accurate. That's better. He's better than this guy, for sure. Sorry, EQ1, C tier. EQ1, Goblin, C tier. Warhammer Online Goblins. Didn't like their animations very much. Wasn't as impressed with them. They are these versions, but something about them wasn't done quite as much. You could only be the healer, which was like the shaman, and the squig herder. I played the healer, or I think it was the shaman. Whatever they called it. And I think they're good, but they never got me to play the game. I think they're better, just better than Kunark. Maybe, no, that's about right. They're not as good as I'd hoped they were. Morn? Yeah. These goblins from the Lord of the Rings 1979 movie with the super deep voices never really stuck with me. They're D tier. Top of D tier, but D tier. They're not green, which is fine, but... And these guys aren't really greens, but... Clash of Clans guys are... Okay, let's quickly... Let's see, 1 second. Clash of Clans Goblin. Let's just take a look at... Let's take a look at this for a moment, because... Hold on, let me pause my music. So stupid. So fucking stupid. I'm just trying to impress a girl. But they have some really good animations. I've liked the goblins in these guys. So fucking stupid. Hold on. Look at this. Look at the fucking... Look at this guy. He's so fucking unimpressed.
I made my way home.
What the fuck? So stupid. Oh god. Clash of Clans has a pretty good goblin. There's this one that's so fucking funny. I'll see if I can find it. Where he's like reaching for... Oh yeah, this is it. just that. That's fantastic. And like their eyes are a little like off. It's like, I just want the coin, and it's that's really good. Anyway, sorry. I really like these guys. They're pretty good. For what they are, they're pretty good. I think they're B tier. They're not as serious. They're little loot goblins. I love them. They're A tier. The look of this guy, I don't even know why I put Maple Story guys on this guy. He's fine. D tier, top of D tier. These guys, the Dragon's Nest goblins. Again, top of D tier. They're little human, too much human for me. John Goblicon, he's good. He's He's from space though, and he's modern, so he's not really fantasy. So he loses some points. But he makes pretty good Goblin music and allows me to relate to other people sometimes based off of music taste alone. He goes under the Goblin from EQ. And this Goblin from EQ2 is not good. Yeah, his hunch is banger. His hunch is banger. I think that's why he goes above some of these others. Alright, that's the Goblin tier list. A lot of mids. Brown Goblins are boblins. Well, I'll save and download. Goblin tier list. Now, there are some touching ups that I'll have to do because we did miss some, like the one from Vanguard and what else was it? The one from Dragon's Nest. Those goblins are fucking sick. We also missed what else did we miss? We missed a bunch. Not too much, but enough to be like, okay. I was afraid that we were going to be here for just like literally 5 hours. So I don't even know how long that took. That took forever. Alright, okay, I think... Am I done the stream? How long have I been streaming? 2 hours? 3 hours? Though most of those 3 hours were doing this tier list, because I finished the... I finished this in like... I finished this so quick. I finished Pat's smoking dwarf so quick. I'm just gonna go over these one last time. Heath, Gary, Zukin, Loving Robot. Yeah, this one's really good. Yeah, that works. Harrison, Robert, Monty, Nick. Yeah, the guy, or the wood elf looking druid, sage reading the lore books. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Oh, okay. I think that might be enough for me. I didn't expect that to take so long, but I'm glad I got it done. I've never done one of those, and my references were all over the place, but I'm glad I got it done. It was good. I know there's some goblins that I'm missing. If I find more goblins, what I'll do is I'll put them into the folder, and then I'll just make sure that I eventually, maybe I'll do another one in like a year or whatever, an updated one. Anyway, thanks guys for dropping by and doing the Goblin tier list with me. Really appreciated it. I'll post the Goblin tier list so people, if they want to do their own. Though, I mean, to be honest, I think I nailed it. Let's see. Yeah, I think I fucking nailed it. I am so close from just putting this here. Yeah, I'm way too tired. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much again, finally. And I'll see you guys and do some more Goblin stuff later. Good night, everybody. Have good sleep. Have a good rest. If you're awake like me at night, then, well, you're fucked. See y'all.